Hello and welcome to the Kashmir Notebook, a special Frontline broadcast with Gowhar Geelani. This is our 14th episode. As you have been noticing that we interview politicians, newsmakers, and novelists, and people from the academia, and also social activists. But this time, we are interviewing one of the prominent National Conference leaders who is also member of the Legislative Assembly from the Hazratbal constituency. His name is Mr. Salman Sagar. Welcome to the show, Salman.
Thank you.
So we have been meaning to speak to you on various issues, especially because you are part of the ruling government with 40 plus MLAs. So the first question I would like to ask you is, you have been following what happened in West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Assam. So there has been sort of a political earthquake in West Bengal, with BJP coming to power with a thumping majority. And Assam, it was expected what would happen in Assam. But Tamil Nadu also has thrown a surprise by giving mandate to a film actor, Vijay. So are these developments a concern for you that something like this can happen in Kashmir in the future as well?
No, I think I treat Kashmir, rather we treat Kashmir differently as far as electoral politics is concerned. Reason being, there are a number of reasons for that. Normally, Kashmiri voter doesn't follow the trend which is normally across India. In that case, I think they always prefer regional parties. Most of the time, they prefer regional parties. Whether it is National Conference, most of the time it was National Conference. Alhamdulillah, we are in power today. So I think it's always in Kashmir, edge will always be towards regional parties. BJP is trying hard. In fact, Congress tried hard to form government of its own in previous times, but they could not. As far as rest of India is concerned, or elections of West Bengal and Tamil Nadu are concerned, Assam are concerned. Assam, we were expecting almost same results. Bengal, BJP managed this and they created such a euphoria that they will win these elections. And above all, I don't think this is, as you said, it's earthquake. I think it's something very normal because TMC ruled for 15 years in Bengal.
So you see anti-incumbency as a factor?
We should consider this as an anti-incumbency factor. Maybe some agencies might have helped BJP to gain some seats, to have edge over some seats, whether it was SIR or whether it was something else. But by and large, I feel it is a normal democratic process where BJP got mandate, anti-incumbency, and BJP tried its best to use their power and to machinery, to resources, and they are, mashallah, very organized in that case. And as far Tamil Nadu is concerned, again, there has been trend in past in Tamil Nadu as well, whether that was M.J. Ramachandran, whether that was J. Jayalalitha. So this is not something new. Again, this is not something new in Tamil Nadu. By and large, I would see as a so normal democratic process which keep on going. We have seen governments coming and going in Tamil Nadu. They have always given chance to different political parties.
Yeah, it's normally DMK.
It was always between DMK and AIADMK. So let's consider it as a normal democratic process where people decide who to vote.
In the case of West Bengal, the Communist Party of India, for example, ruled almost for 3 decades with people like Jyoti Basu or Buddhadev at the helm of affairs. So after voter fatigue with the communists for 28 years, then they threw their weight behind the TMC. So you are saying that it's a normal democratic process, that governments come and go. So now let's have some focus on Kashmir. In Jammu and Kashmir, if you speak to young people, young boys and girls in the university or in the colleges, one of the main issues is about reservation. So if I may take the liberty of reminding you about the two things that you mention in your manifesto. One is promising 1 lakh jobs to the youth. And second is that the reservation policy will be reviewed, and if any injustice is there, it will be reviewed. What is the status on that?
We are in process of doing reservation, process. Government has done its job already. We were committed that we will start process of, rationalizing this
Reservation
policy, and Honorable Chief Minister formed that committee headed by Honorable Health Minister, and I think they have already sent report to Honorable LG. Now this ball is in the court of Lieutenant Governor. He is supposed to take call on that. But we are committed. We know how important it is to address this grave concern. It affects everybody. It rather affects every home. Yeah, this is case with me. My kids are going to appear in exams tomorrow, right? Your kids are going to appear in exams tomorrow. This is not urban rural divide. This is common concern, and we are committed to do justice with, open merit students. We tried. It is not overnight we will change entire system, but we are trying our best. Omar Abdullah Saab's government is trying his best to make sure whatever promises we have made in our election manifesto, even beyond that. It is not only manifesto. Now there is something called National Council Manifesto. It's going. This is good to hot topic for everybody, whether it is journalists or other political parties. They are more interested in our manifesto rather than some of our good work.
There's a reason for that. I'll tell you, Mr. Sagar. There's a reason why people talk about the manifesto or the national conference, because as you know, national conference for many people, at least some sections of the society in Jammu and Kashmir, is not a political party. It has been a political movement.
Yes.
If you consider the history of over 90 years, right from 1931, when it was all Jammu and Kashmir Muslim Conference, and it was rechristened as National Conference in 1939. So if you calculate the number of years from that, so that's why if there are certain groups which focus mostly on national conference or what national conference promises in its manifesto, I think it's only fair for them to expect certain things from the government. And also because now you have almost completed 18 months in the government. It's not that you are new, you are understanding the new system. So let me remind you about two things. One, your own party leader, one of the senior party leaders, Agha Ruhullah Mehdi, who's also a member parliament, he has been very vocal on this issue of reservation. And in fact, he led some youth protesters outside the Chief Minister Omar Abdullah's residence. So there are different views. It's not only about the media or the civil society. In your own party, there are different views about this.
First and foremost thing, all of us within our own party, we must see the intention of Honorable Chief Minister, whether his intentions are good or not. I believe he tried his best. He formed a committee. Even it was not easy for him to form that committee. It is not easy for him to even withdraw 1, 2, or 3% from other communities. You understand that very well. But he did it. He did it as he promised in his manifesto, and otherwise, seeing aspirations, seeing emotions of youngsters. He did it. He formed a committee. They submitted a report. And
why isn't that report being made public?
We are in process now. I told you that is with LG,
the Lieutenant Governor.
That is with Lieutenant Governor Saab. He has to take call. There are certain things which we are not able to do because of dual power authority. In the,
you mean the hybrid model?
Yes,
of the
hybrid model of whatever you call it, hybrid model of governance these days. There are two power centers. So we have our own limitations. For senior leaders, like I have a lot of respect for Agha Ruhullah Saab. I really respect him a lot. He's our member parliament. He is senior leader. He remained MLA for 3 terms.
He was the state minister for home.
He was a cabinet minister in the past. He knows the working of government. Particularly, I don't think he needs to. We need to tell him the situation on the ground, how governments function in present setup. So, as long as someone is raising concerns for betterment of people, it is good. But if it is just to create, a sensation among public, then
You mean
We will leave it
publicity?
to the wisdom. We will leave it to the wisdom of all those people.
Okay,
We will leave it to the wisdom
because
of all those people.
Aga Ruhullah Mehdi is not present here. We interviewed him in the past, so because he's not present here to present his point of view.
I told you, I have a lot of respect for him.
yeah.
I met him a number of times. We discussed this reservation also. I have a lot of respect for him. He's people's man. वो उनका अपना, he has his own standing. He is a religious leader. But as far as party is concerned, we need to maintain a certain,
Discipline.
discipline in party. In case if everyone goes and talks about, things in public and goes to media, that is what a lot of agencies wanted outside.
Okay. So let's come to another part of it. Whatever changes happened, the political landscape when it was altered in August 2019. So the elections happened in 2024, which was 5 years later. So you understood that you were fighting these elections in a new atmosphere. So there was a new arrangement and there was the Reorganization Act. So it was not something that you came to know about now after 18 months.
Yes.
So let me tell you certain things. So I am quoting this verse from your own manifesto, which says, "Azme rasikh shauke kamil sayi pehm ki qasam, ye khayal kham hai, tera ki manzil dur hai." So it's a lot of lofty ideal there, where you say the destination is not far away.
Too far.
So then you say in your manifesto that we will strive for the full implementation of the autonomy resolution passed by your party in the J&K Assembly in 2000. Okay, and then you also say we strive to restore 370 and 35A and statehood as prior to August 5, 2019. And then you also say that we will endeavor to redraw the J&K Reorganization Act 2019. So this is not the media saying, this is your own party's manifesto. And despite the fact that you knew that you were working in a new arrangement, what is the progress on these fronts?
See, these are very, sensitive issues, and we are trying. We must, our government, our leadership must be working.
You mean behind the doors?
Behind the doors, behind the scenes on whatever we have said. Because we are going to fight elections again after 3.5 years.
Yes.
We are committed to what we have said. We are working on it. And I still remember Honorable Chief Minister once said that he has some plan in his mind. In case things don't go well, he has some plan in his mind. So I believe he is working on it. It is not necessary that he will make everything public as on today. Maybe 2 months later, 3 months later, 6 months down the line, he will make certain things public whenever it is necessary. He is, under oath to make things public when they are necessary. So I believe we are committed, as you said, when you were asking me just a while ago, that this is not a political party, this is a movement. We have started in 1931 and we got people, that rid of that shakhsi raj, that autocracy. So I think we still believe on those principles. We still believe that we need to work for people. We need to work for aspirations of people. We need to work for the sentiment of people. And sentiment is that we should get our powers back. Sentiment is initially it is statehood first. Then at the end of the day, we need special protection from Government of India. Things are not that easy now. We must understand that. But for Dr. Abdullah Saab, our party on the whole, our entire leadership, we are working hard. They are trying to do a lot of things, to break us, to do, a lot of things. But still, we are, committed what we have said in our manifesto.
So let's move forward and talk about two other important issues. You also say in your manifesto that how the employees have been terminated one by one without a due process, that just one statement is issued that such and such person will no longer be a government employee. So you will change this policy of but as we understand, and also intellectually speaking, some things are not in your hands, but you knew it. As I said, that you knew that these things are not under your control. Then also you say, apart from working on this issue of termination of unilateral termination of employees, you also said that you will ensure and encourage dialogue between India and Pakistan. So now New Delhi would say that this is a foreign policy, this is a foreign policy matter. So how have these things been mentioned in the manifesto, where you would know that certain things are not your mandate.
See, I don't doubt government's, particularly Honorable Chief Minister's intentions of, fulfilling all his promises. But at the same time, we were expecting government of India, particularly BJP, to be more liberal towards Jammu and Kashmir, not in terms of providing us money, but in terms of being good towards people of Jammu and Kashmir as far as their mandate is concerned. They will consider political concessions, they will consider special status, they will consider certain things for which people have voted. That is not happening as of now. I think that is the question you are asking me. So we will fight for that. We will strive very hard. We are not here like our other political opponents who are just raising these issues only to gain public attention, only to gain media attention, while as they are themselves responsible for this mess. Name even one who is not responsible. Name one of the opponents, whoever is opposing our policies today. They were all part of 2014 government. Whatever you name one party which was not part of other than CPI, which was not part of 2014 alliance. They are the
What you are trying to say is actually, I think you mean the PDP was part of the coalition
PDP
government
and their allies. आज की date में, in today's times, it is this Apni party,
Sajjad Loan.
Sajjad Loan Sab's party. They are the people who are responsible for whatever was done in 2019.
So, but okay, I mean, we are seeing also the bickering going on social media between National Conference and the PDP, or between the People's Conference and the National Conference. There's a lot of like back and forth that you did this and they say you did this.
Yes.
So, but will this resolve the problem by blame game, that you will go back to 2014, they will go back to 2008, 10?
It is it is for them to decide, not for us. It is for them to decide. They have to see what they have done in 2014. We are going to reap that for all times to come.
You mean the damage done?
Whatever damage is done is because of them, and we are going to have taste this for all times to come. I guess, as long as.
Do you think the cost of whatever you say, their mistakes or their alliance,
alliance
has a huge,
BJP has cost us very hugely, rather very badly. It has cost us very badly, and they should not politicize this. They should not try to exploit this for their benefits. To being in opposition to corner government, because they are working and they have to work in the system only, which they have created because of their follies, which they have created because of their being in power in 2014 with BJP. They got BJP here, and let me tell them from your this interview. They will never be forgiven. It will never be. It is not forgettable. They will never be forgiven, and they should never be exonerated for this.
Okay, now let's come to some softer issues. We're not talking about now the restoration of 370 or 35A. There is also a mention in your manifesto about the autonomy of the Sher-e-Kashmir Institute of Medical Sciences, SKIMS. Is it in your control? Because you have not been able to restore the holiday, the gazetted holiday, in the name of your own leader, Sheikh Omar Abdullah. You have not been able to restore the July 13 as a Martyrs' Day. So how will you restore the SKIMS autonomy?
See, no doubt this is not within our competence as of now. That is why Chief Minister always talks about statehood, that we should get statehood. We are not talking about 370, because probably that will be stage one. Once we are state, then we'll be able to talk to Government of India that we need certain concessions, we need certain political what you call that, assurances. But once statehood is restored, and once.
So, are you saying that has to be an incremental approach?
Yes. Once statehood is restored, we will start talking about 370. We'll start talking about special status, even if it is 370 or something, land rights, protection of land rights, protection of our jobs. But that is only when statehood comes. We don't have statehood as of now. There are certain departments, there are universities, there are certain departments, there are certain institutions like SKIMS, which are still under the control of Lieutenant Governor. We are facing these problems. I will again say this all because what happened in 2014, but we have to put an end to this blame game.
So, Mr. Sagar, I am not even raising any questions as of now. I have not said that PDP is saying this, or the People's Conference is saying this, or the Apni Party is saying this, or the communists are saying this. I'm only quoting things from your manifesto. I'm just trying to say where is the progress on your manifesto. 18 months have passed. Out of 10, now I understand that certain things will be done in 5 years. It's a gradual
Yes.
process. But how would you rate your own progress report out of 10? How many marks will you give on
You're
all
talking
these
about
counts?
as government on the whole or as an
Entire
MLA?
governance and given the promises that you have made in the manifesto.
I'm sure we'll be able to do justice with our manifesto, and we will be.
So how many marks will you give to yourself?
I will come to that.
Okay.
We will do justice with our manifesto, and we will be in a position that once we again go to people to seek their mandate again, we'll be in a position to secure that mandate again. Now, as far as putting it on scale, I think this is not right time because it's only 1.5 year so far. In that,
You only have 3.5 left.
we have a 3.5 left. It is way beyond the 1.5.
So you look at the glasses half
Yes.
empty and
so
half full.
half empty and half full. So I believe in that case, as of now, it is 5 out of 10 because it is 1.5 year only. But I'm sure.
So are you referring to?
I'm sure.
Are you referring to the social welfare schemes like providing free bus rides, or doing something as far as the marriage assistance is concerned?
Yes.
Raising marriage assistance. I agree. I mean, as far as the social welfare schemes are concerned, you can say that you have done something. But let's come to another issue, and it is restoring Waqf to the past glory. What is the
Yes.
progress on that? Will you be able to
Do you
this?
really think?
I have not written it. It is in your manifesto.
No. This is in our manifesto. We'll work for that. We are working for that. We are working on that.
Since Hazratbal is your constituency.
Yes, Hazratbal is my constituency. But unfortunately, certain things, BJP government at center, they are not allowing us to do that. They are creating a lot of problems with regard to institutions like Waqf, institutions like SKIMS.
So it's not only the law and order that
is not
lies
only
with
the
them.
law and
It is
order,
also
it is Waqf
you are
also.
saying the Waqf.
We have a chairperson at Waqf. We do regards to her. Whatever she is doing, we do regards to her. But this should be within the domain of local government, popular government. But that is not the case. This is entirely handled and controlled by Central Waqf Board. We should not be the case. So we are working on that even. It is we want chairperson from our party or someone who deserves to be there, who is not
So
there.
there are 3 other things that you mentioned, 3 big words that you have used in your manifesto as a title. One is dignity,
Yes.
second is identity, and the third is development. So as far as the development thing is concerned, we may say that there is an argument, you did something for the marriage assistance, you did something for free bus rides, you did something for electricity thing, and or with respect to EWS, economically weaker sections. But the 2 words, the dignity and identity, you have not been able to. The critics would argue
and
that
identity that will be inshallah restored when special status is granted, when statehood is again restored, the expectations of people are met. That is where dignity of people of Jammu and Kashmir will be the dignity we are talking about in our manifesto. We are. I told you a number of times during our conversation. We are working on that, but it is not necessary that we make it public. There are certain things, while working in government, there are certain things which we cannot make public each and every day. Maybe time will come sooner than later. Honorable Chief Minister will come up with his, mind that whatever he is doing, whatever he is talking with government of India, I guess he is working hard on it. He is working hard on the manifesto. His team is working hard. It may take some more time, but it is not that we are not following our agenda. We are not following our manifesto, both agenda as well as manifesto.
Let's go back to the reservation issue. There has been recent times, and again, one of your senior leaders said that to invite attention of the Chief Minister Omar Abdullah on the issue, towards the issue of reservation, he jokingly said that we might have to arrange or organize a marathon. So it was said in a jest manner. And the opposition says that there's criticism of. I'm also sure that this is not a fair question to you because it's a question actually directed at Chief Minister. So I'm not trying to put you on a spot, but their argument is that once it comes to important issues, and we have seen Chief Minister organizing marathons or participating in marathons, which is good for his fitness. There's no problem in being a fitness freak, but they're saying that it is happening at the expense of important issues. What would you say to critics and your political adversaries who are raising issue of reservation?
They have nothing to say. They have nothing to sell. Rather, whoever is saying this, BJP failed to get their Hindu chief minister installed in Jammu. Now they are just trying to talk something like what you have said. Again, PDP and other parties,
PC.
A, B, C, D teams, which we used to call them during our election campaign, and even today, they have to hide their failures. They are not responsible opposition. They have to hide their failures. They have to hide what they have done in past. And as for these marathons and
Fitness.
these fitness things are concerned, I think everybody has his private space. We should not interfere in someone's private space.
Fair enough.
But beyond that, he wants to promote tourism at the same time. He wants to promote fitness. We talk once, if Governor Saab is doing this, it is fine. If Governor Saab is doing this at the expense of state exchequer, he is organizing, he is organizing these Nasha Mukta Abhiyans, it is fine. But Chief Minister is doing same thing. He is attending marathons. He is, joining marathons for fitness, and it is sort of against drug awareness. The person who goes in marathons, person who runs 10 kilometers or 20 kilometers or 40 kilometers in marathon, I guess he will not indulge in drugs. He will not indulge in bad things. If CM is doing it, it is politically motivated. But if Governor is doing it, nobody is raising a finger. Okay? We support Governor Saab's initiative.
I think there is also from my understanding, I think why people are raising objections to Omar Abdullah's, actions than, for example, the Lieutenant Governor is because Omar Abdullah has 40 plus MLAs. He has a mandate, he has won elections. Lieutenant Governor is an appointed. He's not somebody who has got votes. So I think it's from the people's voters' expectations.
He is appointed. He is enjoying more power.
Yeah. So now another question is, Sajjad Lone recently said in a statement, and he said that he would always say that Omar Abdullah is a tourist, and then you voted for a tourist, and that is what you get. What would you say to criticism of this nature?
For all his tourist remark, he could only secure one seat in assembly.
So you are saying that disproportionate to his stature.
See, that is what he got. Again, with due regard, Sajjad Saab, he is a colleague. He is a respected colleague. But he got one seat, and that too with a very limited margin, very small margin. So I think we should be very careful while
you mean see there has to be some dignity in political
dignity in politics. It applies to me also. It applies to Sajjad Saab. It applies to all of us in public life.
Your own leader Tanveer Sadiq, he's also an MLA, very near to your constituency. From your father is also a member of Legislative Assembly, and he is from the Khanyar Assembly constituency. So Tanveer Sadiq recently challenged PDP, for example, saying they have to put their hands on the holy book. And there was a lot of criticism that why would you invoke religion in such things? And then he, on the Press Freedom Day, International Day of Press Freedom, there is also a lot of stuff that you have written in your manifesto for example, restoring press freedom. But nothing is happening on that front as well. You see that Press Club has been actually, it is put in abeyance. It's no longer functional. And Omar Abdullah had actually promised to restore Press Club to its past glory. So what are your thoughts on these important factors?
IAS officer is placed as director of information, I guess. They do things according to their own choices, and IAS officers are directly controlled. Their working is directly controlled by Office of Lieutenant Governor and Delhi. So
you are saying your hands are tied in certain matters.
Left for us to talk about freedom of press, freedom of journalists, and even Rather, even my colleague Tanvir Sadi, he raised these issues in the assembly n number of times vis-a-vis advertisement, vis-a-vis freedom of press in Jammu and Kashmir. But again, that is with, I guess.
So are you saying that somebody else is calling the shots in these matters?
Yes, it's true. Indeed, someone else is calling.
Then
shots.
what would you say to Farooq Abdullah's statement that he said that NC is the only party, which is a recent statement, that will take Kashmir out of the current predicament?
Yes.
How will you assure your people
I second
in
my
Jammu
leader.
and Kashmir?
I second my leader. We have to fight. We cannot leave it. People have given us mandate. We have to fight. We cannot run away. We have no reason to run away. We have to fight elections again. We have to work on it.
So how confident are you that you will...
It took them more than 75 years to take away from whatever they have taken away in 2019.
Not only in 2019, in 63, in the 60s, the Sadr Riyasat, for example, the post of...
but whatever they took away in 2019, it was their dream for the last 75 years. For
you mean the BJP?
Why our media men, why our political opponents are asking us to undo everything, whatever happened in 2019?
How much more time do you need?
Years? Whatever time it takes. It is not about me. It is not about me being MLA. It is not about me, my father being MLA. It is not even being for Omar Saab to be CM that he will do it. He can do it as a leader even only tomorrow.
So if you are confident that you can go back to your people...
Tomorrow, if he is not CM, does that mean he has no right to talk about 370?
No, of course he
has to. He is a leader. He represents a political party which has almost a record of 90 years of fighting for people of Jammu.
So last question, in the context of whatever you have mentioned in your manifesto, how confident are you that in the next 3.5 years you will fulfill all the promises made and you will confidently go back to the people of Jammu and Kashmir and especially the voting population, the people who vote, that you have achieved what you have mentioned in your manifesto?
One thing is good that each and everyone, who's who of our society, they are obsessed with our manifesto, which was not case earlier during no other regimes. Nobody used to talk about manifestos quite often the way it is being mentioned now. We are committed. We will fulfill our promises. We have to go to people again, and we are. I'm very thankful to you, as you initially said. This is not a political party. This is a movement.
I said some sections see it as a political movement.
Yes, absolutely. Some sections see. At least you agree to that point. Some sections believe
because you have votes of people.
We are committed to do.
Some also see you as architects of whatever has been taken away.
Our opponents will keep on saying this till eternity. We don't mind that. We are here to serve people. We are committed to serve people. We are committed to get back what we have lost in 2019. But that may take some time.
But in the last 70 years, everything seems to have been lost, from the post of Sadr Riyasat, from the post of Wazir-e-Azam, from your flag, from the constitution.
But my dear friend,
statehood.
Please keep on reminding people who are the people who were responsible, who are the people who were at helm of affairs.
There was no People's Conference in 63, for example.
No, there was Congress. No doubt, there was Congress. And who was in Congress? We mentioned that. Who was in Congress? Who were the people? When all those titles were taken away, who were the people? This was a national conference. It was secure until people of Jammu and Kashmir gave mandate national conference. The day they gave mandate to PDP-BJP get into the scene, they occupied chairs in secretariat, and whatever was left, they take away all that.
Mr. Sagar, I thank you for your candidness and how candidly you answered our questions. I thank you very much.
Thank you so very much.
So to our audiences, please keep watching the Kashmir Notebook. As you know, this is the 14th episode. Keep writing to us for the improvement of the program, and we love to hear from you again. Thank you very much.